Hi there, welcome to the Perspective on Berita Satu. I'm Blaise Hope. With me in the studio is Dr. Bambang Susantono, the former Deputy Transportation Minister and Executive Chairman of the Centre for Sustainable Infrastructure Development at the University of Indonesia. Dr. Bambang, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
First of all, can you tell me a bit about the centre?
Yes, this center is being established in the University of Indonesia to do some state-of-the-art of research in the area of infrastructures. So if we talk about infrastructure, we have a wide range of infrastructure going from the high-tech and the advanced technology such as the ITS, the Intelligent Transportation System, the smart city, for example, goes to a very traditional one or conventional one such as the water supply and sanitation in rural areas, for example. So there are a lot of wide range of research there on infrastructure. Water, telecommunications, transportations, and all kind of infrastructure, including water and sanitations. But also in various aspects, we have what we call the cluster of research. We have 4 clusters, actually. The first one is on the sustainable mobility. So, second one is on the sustainable energy. Third one on the sustainable water. And the fourth one is more on the cross-sectoral issues, which is the finance and asset management of all the infrastructures.
So what are the biggest issues that the centre is focusing on at the moment?
At this moment, we are picking up some of the hot issues that being discussed or debate or discourse in the public, such as is it the Sunda Strait still relevant, or the high-speed train, for example, or the recent smart cities, or another one is more on the traditional one, such as the MRT or public transportation in cities in Indonesia, rural transportation. There is a lot of research that are going on right now.
So what is the grade that you'd give the current government, or what you'd say, how they've approached infrastructure development?
Usually, in every stage of the research, we are doing what we call the public consultations or stakeholder process, in which the government and all the stakeholders from the industry, from the NGOs, from the academics, they are coming together and discussing about this. And at this forum, usually we are giving also some recommendations to the governments on various issues.
Okay. How does it work? You've got a number of researchers. Are they students? Are they graduate students?
It's both. Yeah, some of them are students, graduate students, professors, as well as some practitioners from the industry. So this is one of the strengths of the center, because we are combining all the academics people with all the practitioners, the one that knows exactly what is happening on the field. And by combining this, we try to tap the knowledge that coming from the theory with all the practical knowledge that are being implemented on the ground.
Is this from the private sector as well as public policy?
Yes, exactly. So private, public, and community, in which the NGO and all our friends from civil society is also involved in this kind of research.
How long has it been going on?
This is a new one, because it's transforming actually from the old kind of research center to be a new state-of-the-art of the Center of Excellence, we call it. It's been a while, for 6 months at this moment, and it was launched by the coordinating minister for economy at the time, Dr. Khairul Tanjung. So it's been a while, but I guess we are keeping up with all the research and also recommendations to the various stakeholders.
Well, what are the goals that you've set yourself?
I think we are putting all the result of the research to the public at large, to be able for them to pick some of them as an issues to be debated, for example, or to be discussed, in order for everybody, the society, to have the most optimal infrastructure development in Indonesia. Okay. That is our goal. So let them discuss, let them debate, let them pro and cons. And finally, I think that we have to develop something, because we need infrastructure. Infrastructure is always be the key of our governments and development programs. And for that, I think that it's better for us to see that from various angles, not only from one side, but from multiple facets of the infrastructure itself.
17,000 islands, so infrastructure is basically...
Exactly, that's the challenge.
And will be for a while. Before we drill down, we'll talk about some individual projects that get a lot of attention, and just finally, how would you define sustainable infrastructure?
Sustainable infrastructure that is infrastructure that meets the goal of environmentally sustainable conditions, and then socially acceptable, as well as politically doable. So this is a bit tricky because you have to combine those. Again, a consensus building process among all the stakeholders are the key here, because when you're defining those kind of indicators, you have to have some consensus within all the elements of the stakeholders. That is the importance of public consultations. That is the importance of how we involve all the elements of the public into the research process, and that is also one of our key feature characteristic in the center, what we call the inclusiveness.
And that's integrating all people.
Yes.
In the chain there.
Being the academic institution is a natural,
Right.
That is one of the advantages of this center locating in the University of Indonesia, so that we can be a neutral ground for any kind of discussion that may be very hot to be debated outside.
Is it at the Depok campus?
Yes, on the Depok campus.
Fully based there?
Yes.
Do you intend to open up branch offices, as it were, in Jakarta and in regional cities?
At this moment, because of the advance of IT, now it's the social media. So anywhere we are discussing something, or anywhere we have some activities, we can do the advance of, for example, the Skype or the other kind of virtual connectivity between and among us. So location is still there, but the coverage, we can be everywhere, and including the one that outside the country. There is some instance that we are having webinar, the web seminars that now are very popular. So again, with those kind of the advance of technology, we can reach out so many stakeholders.
Are we looking forward to some reports?
Oh yes. Usually we have a mid-year. This is around June or July report of the 1 year. So next time it's mid-2015 report, and then evaluation report is the 1 year report and outlook for the next year.
Okay, great. Well, Center for Sustainable Infrastructure Development. Right, after the break, we are going to drill down and discuss some infrastructure projects, especially the ones right here in Jakarta.